In these slides, we are going to talk about SWOT analysis. SWOT is a very popular strategic planning method in marketing and business. It focuses on the brands and organizations' internal and external factors. It's an incredibly simple yet powerful tool to help develop business strategy, and it should be updated and maintained manually. In SWOT, S stands for strengths, W stands for weaknesses, O stands for opportunities, and T stands for threats. Strengths refers to the internal factors that give company an advantage over others in the industry. Weaknesses are also internal factors that place a company at a disadvantage relative to the competitors, while opportunities refer to the external factors or trends in the business environment or marketplace that provide opportunity for sales, growth, or profit. Threats are also the external factors or trends in the business environment or marketplace that threaten sales, growth, or profit. Strengths and weaknesses are internal, while opportunities and threats are external. On the other hand, strengths and opportunities usually refer to factors that will have a positive impact on the company, while the weaknesses and threats usually have a negative impact on the company. Analysis should always include a summary or synthesis of strategic position and brand status that discuss how you can leverage strengths, minimize weaknesses, take advantage of opportunities, and address threats. So we should look internally, factors within the company, to identify strengths and weaknesses of the brand, and to look externally to see factors in the environment to identify opportunities and threats for the brand. Let's use McDonald's as a SWOT example. Its strength is that it has popular breakfast items as compared to competitors. This is related to its own products and is internal. Its weaknesses is that low sales growth in recent years and it is losing the market share. Sales rate and market share are also considered as internal factors. Its opportunities are that more people are working, but job growth is highest in low-paying jobs that have a non-regular shift. People work in these jobs want cheap breakfast all the time. These employment trends are external factors. Threat is that it is in a highly competitive fast food marketplace with many existing and emerging competitors, which are external factors. To summarize, more people employed in low-wage jobs want cheap breakfast during all shifts, which creates benefits that sets McDonald's apart from competitors by offering all-day breakfast to increase sales, taking advantage of the employment trends. For strengths, we look for internal pre-existing factors, organization's communication resources, capacities, positive assets that can be used to give the company competitive advantages. For example, resources that allow the organization to offer benefits that competitors cannot offer or do not offer at the same level of equality or as economically. In this case, these resources can be considered as strengths. For weaknesses, we look for pre-existing internal factors as well, such as the organization's shortcomings. If certain desirable strengths are absent or are marginal, this is also a weakness. For example, companies want manufacturing cost to be as low as possible. If the manufacturing cost is high or similar to other competitors, it can be considered as a weakness. Here are some examples of internal factors to identify strengths and weaknesses. Product, the performance or quality of the product, price, design, package or manufacturing cost, organizational culture, organizational image or organizational management or leadership style, key staffs, what about employee loyalty and turnover rate, operational capacity, brand awareness, a market share, sales growth, financial resources, is it the cash flow healthy, and external contracts, any external contracts the company has, or any patents or trade secrets the company owns. For opportunities, we always look externally to look for untapped publics or consumers, new outreach outlets, or external conditions such as people, events, or social lifestyle change. For threats, we also look externally to identify threats, both existing threats or future threats that can hinder the success of your company. Some examples for external factors to identify opportunities and threats. It could be new technological development such as AI or 5G, economic environment, market trends, lifestyle or social changes, industry policy and industry trends, competitors, suppliers and partners, political and regulatory environment, and customers. Let's practice. So for Nike's running shoes, the sales of its running shoes has been decreasing. Do you consider this as internal or external? Is it strength, weaknesses, opportunity, or threat? I would say it is internal because sales is always considered as internal, and this is something negative, so it is a weakness. While Nike's competitor Asics is getting stronger. Do you think this is internal or external? Is it strength, weaknesses, opportunity, or threat? I think it is external because competitors are always considered as external factors, and this is something negative, so I will say it is a threat. A Red Cross social media specialist accidentally posted a personal tweet to the Red Cross account, and that tweet stayed up for about an hour. Is it this internal or external? Does it count as strength, weaknesses, opportunity, or threat? I will say it is an internal factor because the action of the employees is always considered as internal. It is a weaknesses, I would say, because this is something negative. So where can we find information to do the SWOT for my brand? For internal information, you want to look at the brand's official websites, the brand's business reports. For external information, please look for media resources, government statistics, and market research reports. The most powerful tool will be Google search. Please try different search terms. I'm going to give some examples in the following slides. For example, the brand I'm interested in is Nordstorm. So the easiest term I come up with is the name of my brand. So I put it in as a search term. The second search term I come up with is the name of the brand plus business report. When I click the first search result, I can locate the annual report of the brand. Or I can use the name of the brand plus competitors as a search term. After you have identified the key competitors for your brand, you can use Google Trends to see people's interest in your brand versus their interest in the competitors. Google Trend is actually a very powerful tool. Please try to use it in your situation analysis to compare your brand and its competitors. If I want to identify some negative impact for my brand, I would use the name of my brand plus challenges as the search term. If I want to look for a positive external factor, I will put name of the brand plus opportunities as the search term. Also, try to search on the industry your brand is in. For example, for Nordstorm, I will put department stores industry report as the search term to look for more information. Another way to look for more information about your brand and its competitors is to simply put the name of your brand plus the name of the competitors. Search any related technological development related to your industry or your company. For example, for Nordstorm, I will put online shopping business report. Another fun way to look for more information about your brand is to look at its Google review. The customers will tell you the strengths and weaknesses about the brand. Also, look for the review of the apps in the Apple Store or Android Store to see any strengths or weaknesses of the brand's apps. When you have found useful information online, please remember to mark your source. Later, you need to cite them in your situation analysis report. Please save the URL, the link of each information source. And if you cannot find any information about your brand online, then you can collect the information from the consumers, clients, or the brand by yourself. This is an example of how I would collect information online. I will paste the content beneath and the link, the source of the information on top of this page. 90% of the students who first encounter SWOT may make mistakes on the opportunities and threats. A lot of websites and video tutorials about SWOT analysis make the same mistake about opportunities and threats, which you will see in the discussion assignment this week. So please do not assume that content published online are definitely correct. Opportunities are threats. First of all, they are external factors. External factors refers to things that are not within the control of the organization. So think about the following examples, which a student put as opportunities. 1. Expand globally. Recently expand to Hawaii and has the ability to expand further in order to cater to the increase in air travel in emerging economies. Second, offer long-distance flights. The market for long-distance flights is increasing due to millennials entering the workforce. So whether expanding globally or offering long-distance flights are the company's own business decisions, which are within the control of the company. So this should not be considered as external, and therefore they are not opportunities. I know that these are the students' suggestions on how the company should leverage the external factors. That is, by expanding globally and offering long-distance flights. But please do not put your suggestions or call for actions as opportunities. For the opportunities and threats, please simply write down what the external factors are. We can rephrase the call for action sentences in the previous slides as opportunities. So in order to be opportunities, please phrase them as external factors. So they should be nouns, which are not within the control of the organization. So I would rephrase them as follows. Emerging markets. So opportunity 1, emerging markets. There is an increasing need for people to travel to Hawaii and other places. Then I will talk about these new markets and how many travelers want to fly there based on current research findings. Second opportunity is the need for long-distance flights is increasing as millennials enter the workforce. Then I will talk about the trend among millennials based on research findings again. I would like you to start thinking about doing the SWOT analysis for your brand and search information online about your brand. Let me know if any questions you might have about SWOT. I will see you next week.